Welcome to the Buzzers Podcast, where the voice is loud and the reason is raw. I am your host, Dale Elliott. If you haven't subscribed as yet, please subscribe. I know it's a while since I don't know. All the reason, mostly I get some interviews, but I realize that the page will grow. And enough respect to everybody who have been a subscriber. And I go through the demographics and I say a lot of youth subscribe to my YouTube channel, and people always reach out to me in my DMs and ask me certain questions pertaining to immigration or just life in general, life questions. And one of the major questions that I always get from people is if them should move to America and how them have to sort out themselves while them there. People come to me for them answers there, and honestly, me I learn as I go along. As you know, now me live in America for 4 years. And me I try, me I move on, me I work. Me I do my best. Well, me not even say me I do my best because me have times when me slack off, but me I move on. Now, one of the big things that I always try to encourage young people to do is because, you see, we age right now, we're there one period in our life where we're supposed to take risk. We're supposed to chance things, We're supposed to travel the world. We're supposed to run up with bank account. We're supposed to go broke, chase a dream. You're supposed to do that right now, because right now you're in the time of your life where no, you can have second chance and third chance and catch back. And in a sense, you're scared and timid and hold on to that because you don't necessarily know what the future holds. If you understand what I say. The man them out there, the girl them out there will have an idea. Now is the best possible time to execute that idea. And you can get it wrong, but you get it wrong at the right time. You get it wrong at a time when you can try again. I know what you need to do, when you need to do it, so it's easier for you. So it don't really make no sense you go wait, and then now go try. When you don't really have the space, because now when you talk about youth, you have to talk about health, responsibility, and experience. This is the time of our life where, especially if you're 25 and over, now you realize now you are running a one-time crunch. If you are one man, you are running a one-time crunch for secure a career, secure a path for yourself. You probably decide whether you need to start a family or not. Whether you need to start a family or hold off. Or whether you need to start a family now, married, settle down. All of them things they come in at the weird little part of our 20s. Especially from 25 to 30. And in that period of time, to me, I still think career-wise, you fear try do as much as you can as it relates to what you love and move forward in that. You have to start take up the initiative by yourself. Because for man and for woman is two different things, because woman start running a one time crunch the more them start come out of them 20s, and people start look up to man. If you say, hey, what you gonna do now? You're 28, dog. What you gonna do now? A two different responsibility a man get on him shoulder and a woman get on her shoulder when she 20 yard. Plus when a man at 20 yard. When a woman at 20 yard, people start say, hey, the fun done. With the husband there, I have no time for children now. When you reach a man, it's like, yo, you need to stop mess around now. What you gonna do with your life? Financially, career-wise, moving forward. If you're gonna make the leap, if you try to leave the situation where you're in whether you're in one other country, just for try to change your outcome. So, in your 20s, it's kind of very confusing when we grow up and you start feel the crunch more and more. Especially every day when people start look to you for things. So it's always good if you just try take the risk them from now. Take the risk them from now, so You have enough experience leading into your 30s where you know what to do or what not to do. And try to see which career path you fit in. Because trust me, after you finish college, the degree where you have not necessarily mean that is your career path. A degree only makes you trainable. Now it's how you apply the degree to life when you come out into the world. And honestly, I don't think college really prepare you for that. The world kind of just like slap you in your face after college, where now people are looking to you, but people still have you as young. You still feel young, and you might get allowed to get away with certain mistakes, and you probably still live with your parents, and them still shelter you a certain way, but society put like a weight over you will make you just a drop down. I wonder what you need for the which step to make from here, but me that say, make the step where involve risk. Make the step where feel like you can change whatever situation you're in. That are the step where you need to make moving forward. Somebody sent me a DM asking me, telling me that them considering to move to the States from Jamaica because them realize that what them are do right now, them are live month to month. So it's like them do it the right way. Them go school, them get the job, and them still move month to month. Them not struggle, but them still want more for themselves, and them feel like say the situation where them they are, which part them they right now, it alright, but them want more for themselves and them want to move. I never respond to the person DM in a text, but I hope he or she watch this. And trust me, do what your heart I tell you to do. But just remember that moving to the States in the middle of your 20s, after you don't have the job, you don't have the career, you are going to start over. When I say that, one, depends on how you come here. You probably have to figure out how you need to sort out yourself first. And secondly, the time when you're here, remember you're coming to a new country where you're not going to be driving a car right away. You're not going to be renting a house right away. You're going to be dependent on people in ways that you have never before, especially since you start develop a sense of independence while working. And then you're going to realize that the class of citizen you are is going to be down. But that is only for a while. After you figure out what you need to figure out, you get on your feet, you start get friends, you start over, it'll go feel a little better. But the reason why I always encourage people that want to do that to do it in them 20s is because now they are at the time of them life where them can try a lot of things. So I don't want to think, oh yes, I'm going to migrate at 40. That to me is a harder task than migrating at say 24, 25, 26, 27, 20s. Migrating in your 20s, you're still young, you're still able-bodied, you still can get around, you still learn. Because trust me, every year in my life, I straight think I did understand and know something until another year come and I learn another bit of information from somebody out there. So it's always good to try to change your space and change your environment if you don't feel like it'll get better. And trust me, this is a plea when we hear from a whole heap of people who live in Jamaica right now, where them do it the right way and them feel like say, yo, them ready. Them feel like say, yo, them do enough. Me don't know nobody right now what me I talk to. And them I say, yeah man, me alright, me don't feel like more left Jamaica right now. And that sound weird because when we live here, we look upon Jamaica like vacation. When you move and you gotta have like a strong 2 to 3 year where you just completely miss it. But me not gonna lie to somebody and go on like say, yo, up here easy because up here hard. But the hard way America hard is work. So it can get easier the harder you work. And them say hard work everywhere. And hard work is the recipe for success everywhere. But it's to a point. So you can work hard to afford what exactly? And that is the differentiation to me between America and Jamaica. And then a lot of people will be like, yo, can't manage your racism, America. But classism at Jamaica worse. Because some of the time, no matter how hard you work and no matter how much money you have at Jamaica, if you are not seen as a uptown or a elite in a Jamaica, no matter how much money you have, a butu in a Benz is still a butu. A years now, I hear that. You have to be careful of how you move around in a Jamaica. And really, when you come here, you have to be careful about that too, but America is mostly about the money. The more money you have here, the more comfortable you would be. Now it's the same in Jamaica, but to an extent. Because Jamaica, you kind of have to have a last name. Yes, sir, I just weigh in your bank account. Nobody don't necessarily care about that. I am not somebody who is big on politics. I'm not read into politics too much. I know that corruption exists everywhere. But I think there is still more corruption in Jamaica than what we see here. Because my reason for saying that is because the corruption here probably only in the high places. The corruption in Jamaica starts from the ground up, from the buy your license to the policeman on the road. The links where you have to have in Jamaica, if you don't have no links at all, you're not going to get by. Me not care who you be. Yes, you don't necessarily need links. Links important everywhere you go in the world, and it's always good for try find links. But see, at Jamaica, links can determine the outcome of your whole life. You can do everything the right way at Jamaica and still stop because you don't know that one person around the corner. And it is probably everywhere in that world, but the magnitude when we see it play a part in Jamaica is astronomical, if I be very honest with you. So the person will reach out to me and tell me about make the leap for move. I would have do it. I have done it. Me I reap the fruits or the benefits from it, but me can't tell you say it go easy. And right now it's not easy for me, if you realize what I do. But what I realize about America make you magnify the work what you do in anything. It not leave you comfortable because it have a system, a debt system. And a lot of people might disagree with me, but I completely agree with America's debt system. And when I say that, I mean America will give you a chance in your 20s to make something of yourself with loans. And it don't necessarily have to be, this is the cash right here. I mean credit cards. So America will have a social security number and they say, all right, then you've been paying, let me lend you $500 first. And let me see what I can do with $500. After 6 months to a year, they move that $500 to $2,000. That $2,000 can go to $5,000. That $5,000 go to $10,000. You know, they don't tell us, listen to me, you have to buy this car cash. You can get a payment on a first car, cheap car. Now the interest rate might higher or whatever, but it put you in a one car. And it's all about how you feel like or how you want to manage that debt, in which can help you to move forward. I wish there was a system like that in Jamaica, or the system was as good as it is here to make somebody better, because I always tell people that this place allows you the freedom to create or to try and build and start an empire, in which it is much easier to register a business. It is much easier to get a bank account. It is much easier to get a loan. No, there's negatives and positives to all of that. But it all depends on the person and how long or how hard them determine, them feel like them want work. So I appreciate the debt system here. It put people under pressure for work. And a lot of people that live here now don't listen to some people when them tell you that don't go take out a car upon a payment. Don't go get no credit card. Don't make nobody telling them foolishness there is. You see, if you come here and if you're new, go get a credit card. If you're not driving a car, go get a car upon payments. Develop yourself. Develop your character, your personality. Build a rapport with whichever banking institution you align yourself with. Try use the credit system in America to your advantage, because its credit can allow you to prosper. Here, money without credit is nothing. In America, money without credit is nothing. In Jamaica, money is everything. No, both of them are good. But trust me, in America, you can buy $1 million property with probably $100,000. In Jamaica, that is not that easy. No, because here is like a train and currency moves. So somebody always have to get paid. The money is going to somebody. It is up and down here. So when you're working and you make money, you get your paycheck. You paycheck this person a certain amount of bills. It's the same as Jamaica. But here it's more rigid in terms of you can't late with your landlord. If you're late, you lose a point, you know. It's more structured. Otherwise, in Jamaica, it's kind of different. And then what I also like is that when you mess up here, it's like you get a 7-year break. Like, all right, now, you see, for the next 7 years, we're not letting you no money. Your credit mash up. We not trust you with money no more. Every chance we give you, you mess it up. So your credit score gone down to 400 or 500. I know, say, yo, you just can't do nothing credit-wise for a while. And I think that is fair. Because at least them to give you the chance. Now, if the people in Jamaica did I get the opportunity to get certain loans and start certain businesses, you know, try a better tax system to see if them can get back some money out of the government. You know, better transportation, better road, you know, more opportunity for start business, different nightlife, because that is all people do at Jamaica. All they do at Jamaica is party at night time. And it might sound a way, the way how me say it, but living here, me would I lie if me say this is not a better place for somebody grow up or for somebody be successful in. Now, as a Jamaica, I don't see myself being away from Jamaica forever. I can't really see that. So as a Jamaican, I see this place as a base where me can come and change my life and make enough money if I can go back home and be comfortable. But I don't see the means how I could have done that from Jamaica. Now, if I did not get the opportunity to come here, that would be different. But traveling is a hell of a thing, and when you go places and see other parts of the world, there's a reason why the greats go out and come back in. And no, this is not a fault of Jamaica. Remember, Jamaica is a third world country. So don't forget that. Jamaica is a third world country. So it is going to be limited. You know, things are going to be different. But things can change, and they haven't over a period of time. And I am not telling people to run away and leave Jamaica. But what I am telling people to do is put yourself first. And by putting yourself first, you will eventually put Jamaica on the map. Because once Jamaican people leave and go to America, we always leave an impact. We always make the diaspora bigger. Make people more know. Make people know we more. Bob Marley did it. You know, none of the record them were both it broke. I never Jamaica I'm doing it. People outside would have to see it first. You know, is somebody in America that have to hear Bob Marley sound first. You know, Marcus Garvey never influenced Martin Luther King and Malcolm X in a Jamaica. I never Jamaica him there when him do that. So we have to be mindful that traveling is important and globalization is important. That is something will take place every day. So once you get the opportunity for travel, please do it. And while traveling and the age where you're in right now, take the most risk you can. Don't sit down and listen to somebody where I got burden you. Now is the time for take your losses. I have taken so much losses. It's unbelievable. But it shows character when you bounce back from a loss. Because trust me, me lose one leap. I try one leap of things and it not work out. But me start figure out, so this is the period of time when I have to try. Because the risk them when I take now at 26, I don't want to be taking those same risks at 35. Any business you're starting, it take at least 5 years to get off the ground, sometimes 10. So anything that you have been doing for 5-6 years, going forward, double down on it. Take the risk. Sometimes you have to wonder how the rent I go pay. Spend the money pan the dream. Don't spend the money pan where the clothes, none of them things no matter. Spend the money pan the dream and it go work out in the long run. I promise you. It might not work out same time. It might not work out how you want it work out. But as long as you keep on and put the money where you earn in a way you love and you buy things to make it look better, sound better, you go school more, to catch on your experience, you try get better with the craft what you do. And you try do your own thing. Me always acknowledge a man for try do him own thing. And when me say that, it always good for do collaborations with people. But when me say your own thing, start look on the business side of things and you gotta realize say some of the time you don't really need people. Some of the time on your own, you're better off. And me start see that. When me used to sit down and wait for people for carry things to me or give me a job or anything like that, it don't make no sense. All you get and you start crack certain code, you realize, listen to me, owning whatever you do is the best thing. So if you're somebody who can do hair, it better you have your own hairdresser, but it's small, and you take all your life savings and make your own hairdressing parlor, then go work our well-known hairdressing parlor for the rest of your life. Me feel like that work. Me prefer a man go take out a loan on a taxi and fight for pay it off and drive it yourself than go drive another man car. Because you only a bill a next person dream and you put money in a next person pocket when you can do it yourself. All you have to do is just believe in yourself and just do it. If it not work, you try again. But at your 20s, you're young, you're able-bodied, you're not sick, you exercise, you take care of yourself. Try, start over if it not work. But don't sit down in your 20s and fret for do something because at your 20s you're in. At your 20s you fear fail. At your 20s you fear go broke. When me in my 40s, me can tell a story. Say, yeah man, remember when me did broke and homeless. Better me start them things that happen to me from now than happen to me when me a big man now. But me don't want them things that happen to me when me a 40. Me can't come back from that. But me can come back from it if it reach me in my 20s. Me have bank account where go in a overdraft, negative $200. But it reached me in my 20s. Me have the old car where mash up in my 20s. All of the heartbreak them, you get them in your 20s. So it don't make no sense you're in your 20s and say, yeah man, I go just go work and come home because I want to play it safe. Because no, I know you fear chance it. If a man feel like, yeah man, me have the visa, yeah. Now like me have the visa how long now and me don't know nobody are foreign, so me don't really want to go. Go on, brother. And change your life, brother. Because nobody not going to do it for you. I have people who sit down with you every day and want you waste time with them. And you gotta realize that the more risk you start take and the more chances you start take with your career and your career path, you're going to start drop some people and you're going to add on some very influential people along the way. You're going to start have different people where you look up to as well. And you're going to start follow up with a whole heap of people where you swear feel like say you and them was this. It always happen. And that's something happened to me. So you have to take the chance them when you're in your 20s. No worry about what people are going to say. No worry if people are going to laugh off of you. No worry if it not going to work. But you can't wait for try them chances in your 30s and in your 40s. When you have a whole 10 year in your life, when you're young, able-bodied, fit, the economy don't have you as gullible. Now remember, you know, if me there one bank and a man want borrow $100,000, you think more than a man with $5,500,000? No. More than somebody with all $23,100,000. Yeah, man, and give him all 30% interest. But why? You're young and able-bodied, so work hard to try to pay it off back. The man who is 65, him done retire already. So him probably even not go, him can't dead and me not get my money. So when you're young, yeah man, you gotta work forever, man. When you're 40, you still owe me. Always look on them thing there. Always look on the people them where you see like a celebrity or them boss or whatever. Them barely boss when them all, them are putting the work from them 20s and them teens. So when them reach a certain level, it different. Risk have to take, man. So if you're not really taking a risk, better you just done. Look on your 20s at a time when you see that period of my life here right now. That period of my life here, the trial and error. This is the period in your life where you're supposed to prioritize what you want to do in the future. Now, remember now, this is the period in your life where you're most likely if you have a child, you're most likely are going to start look on your career. You're most likely if you live by your own, you're going to go through the most of your things them in your 20s. So why not go through that and feel and recover and wait till late? You don't want to get your heart broken first time in your 30s, or 40, That don't make no sense, So you have to try everything what you do right now, better you do it in your 20s, Because anything other than that right now, trouble you put yourself in. But make sure you subscribe, and if you realize how like nice me look, me have new camera. Yeah. Alright, so people, make sure you subscribe now. Big up on yourself. I'm out.